Morning. Well, today I start my first build of the Triple O guitar kit by StewMac, and want you to notice, just to look a little bit more like a real luthier, got the apron and everything. What do you think, honey? Don't you agree? Anyway. Okay, the first thing I already did this. I'm going to show you what I did real quick. But I made the cauls, glue cauls, for the top, or I'm sorry, the two ends of the guitar. And it's really simple. I mean, all I really did is I cut a piece of 2x6 scrap that I had left over from my workbench build. And I wrapped each of these pieces with some really coarse sandpaper. I set this clamped this in the vise and just sanded until it matched. And one thing you can do is put little pencil marks on each edge. You can kind of see when you're finally getting down to that level. So now the curved part of this will fit with the guitar and we'll have a nice gluing surface, so we'll clamp it well. So that was the first step. The next step is going to be, as I look in the book, basically clamping the two blocks on the center point. So first I have to mark the center point. So I will probably, to get really good, I'll probably go get my micrometer just to make sure. Okay, I have been fighting with the next aspect, part of this. I'm finding it, I'm afraid I'm going to break the sides. They're not bent as far as they need to be, and trying to get them clamped correctly, I'm having a lot of trouble. So I've made sure that everything fits. So I'm going to try something a little different. I am going to first glue this right on the line, because the line looks good, nice and straight, and I'm going to let that set. And I'm going to do the same thing on this end so that they're in good position. And after they're set, I'm going to then, well, actually, I might do 3 of them, to be honest with you. We'll see. It's that last one that's a problem. And so I'm going to give that a try. Okay. I am going to get some pliers and pull this open. Being that it's kind of stuck. There we go. And I'm going to glue first one side of this. It's a little plugged up. And all right. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that sit just like that before I try to work with the other piece. And there's a possibility I may do those one at a time just because the bend in those sides, I don't know, that may be standard, but it doesn't seem very sufficient to get those glued up without damage. So we'll be back probably tomorrow. Okay, it's not tomorrow, it's still today. I decided that since I'm not going to put any, I'm just going to do one more joint. And I was able to unclamp because I'm not going to put any pressure on the joint whatsoever. So let me change the camera angle and I'll show you what I'm going to do. All right, so this side has been glued. And what I'm going to do is on the bridge end of the guitar, I'm going to glue this on and clamp it and leave it like this. I did a review of the DVD now that I could, it took some work to be able to get to the DVD. And yeah, this is definitely not bent as much as the one they showed in that very, very old video. So what I'm going to do, be very careful on this to glue this up. Let's see. I know I'm out of the picture, but all right. Now, I'm going to do, get this where I want it. Bring in my caul. Make sure I get it right this time. Okay. Pull it together.
So, who notices the mistake I'm making here? I forgot to put the wax paper between the caul and the guitar. Fortunately, I edited this immediately after filming, noticed it, and was able to fix it before the glue dried.
Okay, just to make sure everything's still flat, if it's still even fit. There we go. Looks really good. All right, I'm going to let this sit for at least 24 hours because I don't want to be putting any like torquing on this for that last piece. So there's going to be a lot of torquing until that's set up really well. So I will instantly be back in at least 24 hours. Good morning. After yesterday, trying to glue together the sides to the end blocks, I decided to compare my OM 18 sides to this one. I should have filmed it. They were actually bent much better, and I decided this morning not to wait for the answer. I'm going to go ahead and try to make the last glue joint on this. If nothing else, for the education. I have an idea how I might be able to pull it off. So we're going to try that now. So here's my idea. I have these rubber bands, one from this kit that was holding these together, and one from the OM that I stole. And what I'm going to try to do, because holding it is just too difficult. I don't have enough hands. And so what we're going to try, if I can get this on where I want it, I'll hold it in a little bit. It's not enough. And then hold it together almost. All right. So I'm hoping this will get me set up enough that I can glue it and then clamp it with these. As opposed to other times, I'm going to actually try, oh wait, I've got, let's get them at least close to size. Come on. Okay. All right. Now, one of these ready so I don't forget it. We don't need you anymore. We don't need you anymore. That actually worked pretty well. My first attempt at pulling that together without him was futile, to say the least. All right. So I am going to leave this for at least 24 hours, and I think we'll be okay. It was a bit of a struggle, but it works out in the end. I think this is probably a good point to stop this video. It's probably long enough. So I hope you made it to the end, and next time we will start in again on finishing the body. So hope to see you then. Bye.